my children. And today's topic, same, evolution of psychology. From this topic, you will know about the journey from structuralism to cognitivism. Now, today's perspectives are Gestalt and Behaviorism. Gestalt is a German word and emerged from the word Gestalten. Students, you know, and Germany was the birthplace of psychology. Now, what is the main concept of Gestalt? Gestalt means as a whole, form and organized pattern. How we will perceive this pen? We will perceive total pattern. You will not perceive this is cap and this is body part. Now, again. And how we will perceive? This is A. You will not perceive all these lines. Okay, so Gestalt means as a whole. We perceive as a whole. The important, experience is more than the sum of the components of perception. That means experience is more than the inputs. We perceive as a whole. In our day-to-day life, for learning, yes, and our problem solving, our therapy and perception, we can use these principles. And the contributors in this school, were Daimer, Kafka, Kohler and Lewin. In chapter learning, you will read about Kohler's theory is called insightful learning, how we learn. Yes, now students, now tell me, what is the difference between structuralism and Gestalt? Just remember, structuralist, the main concept of structuralism school, our mind or consciousness is divided into various parts, and Gestalt said we perceive as a whole, not part. Experience is greater than the input. Now, next, behaviorism. Behaviorism is one of the important school of psychology and the fast force of psychology. And after behaviorism, you will know about psychoanalysis and humanistics. It's very important and interesting, so psychoanalysis, Freud's concept. Now, the father of behaviorist school, J.B. Watson. Now, what is the main part of these schools? Behavior, that means environment is important, okay, and conditioning is important. Behavioral responses can be measured and studied objectively, and just an introspection is a subjective method, and Watson said any kind of psychological function can be measured and verified. Okay, and J.B. Watson was influenced by Pavlov. The theory of Pavlov, students, classical conditioning. And conditioning is important in our life, and conditioning occurs through interaction with our environment. Okay, and students, if you have pet at your home, and you can see what is conditioning, okay, and chapter learning you will know about this. And now next, Skinner, the important person, and the name of theory, that means Skinner theory, is operant conditioning, yes, or instrumental conditioning. Skinner said reinforcement is important, reward is important in our life for our behavior modification, behavior changes, everything. And from this school, just emerged one important therapy is behavior therapy. And we can use behavior therapy for the treatment for phobia and anxiety disorder, etc. So, the main part of behaviorist school, any kind of mental functions, any kind of psychological function can be measured, can be verified, and environment is important, conditioning is important. Students, thank you.